In today's video, we are going to be wrapping these beautiful briolette beads, which you can make into necklaces or earrings. Simple technique for both items. So let's get to it. Hi everyone, and welcome to the video. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for returning and coming back. And I hope that you are all having a beautiful and calm holiday season. For today's project, we are going to be wrapping, very easy wrap to do on these briolettes. Now, what are briolettes? Briolettes are what I like to call them teardrop shaped beads, but they can come in various sizes. But I want to show you exactly what a briolette is. So a briolette has a hole at the very top of the bead that goes straight forward. Meaning if you lay your bead flat, it's actually pierced at the very top straight through. Unlike a bead like this, for example, this bead is actually pierced from the bottom up. So you won't be able to wrap this particular style in something like this, but there's many other things we can do with that, and I'll show you that on another video. Now, just so you get an idea what I'm talking about, briolettes, again, come in different sizes. Here's a tinier one, a much smaller one than this guy here. But as you can see, if I put the wire through it, it's pierced, or the hole is going the exact same way. Do you see that? And that is the way for wrapping or whatever design you want to create, but just know that this one is pierced from side to side, as opposed to this one that's actually pierced from top to bottom or bottom to top, where the wire goes through like that. You can do other wraps. This one here looks like it would be a briolette because it's got the teardrop shape, but guess what? The hole on the top, it's back to front. So that's a whole different technique altogether. So today we're going to talk about the briolettes, and we are going to make this simple wrap here, which you're going to be able to make into necklaces or earrings. For this project, you're going to need some wire. In this case, I'm using 24 gauge wire and a bead or beads of your choice. I have a 12 millimeter teardrop bead here. It measures about, let's see here. Let me measure. It's about 1/2 inch, so it's about, a 12 mm. And your first step is going to be to go ahead and feed that wire right through the bead. Again, it's going sideways. And what we're going to do here, unlike the other technique I'm going to show you guys on another video, is you're going to take a piece and bring the bead all the way here to your left or right, whatever you want. Make sure that this piece of the wire is a lot shorter than this longer piece of the wire. I happen to cut myself a 10.5 inch piece of wire, but I like to have a lot of room with my hands to work with because it gives you a better grip on the actual bead. But if you want to cut a little bit shorter or longer, whatever makes you comfortable, we're going to take the wire and squeeze it together. Okay, and you can do this with your finger. You do not need tools. Now that you have your wire like in an X, we're going to protect the little tip of the bead here and just keep on making that X a little bit closer and closer until you reach the top of the bead. And now it should look something like this. Okay, now that we have all that together, we're going to make a loop. So go ahead and take your long piece of wire and have it take a seat on the side here and bring it to your other side while your little wire piece is here. And we're going to need our round nose pliers to make that loop. So bring this wire straight up and I want my loop going this way. So we're going to push it down, switch our pliers, pull it towards us, and now we should have something that looks like this. And then we're going to adjust that loop. So go back and put your pliers there, and let's wrap that wire, the small wire, around once and around twice. All right. And once you have that, it should look, let's adjust our loop here. You should have a little loop like this. So if you're holding your bead this way, that's where your loop should be, and you can kind of adjust it on there. We'll adjust it a little bit later. Okay, now we're going to cut that small wire there. With your hand, I like to hold it here this way. And we're gonna take that loop and we're just gonna use this big wire, the long one, to go ahead and wrap around. And that is all you're doing. You're just wrapping around the bead. You can wrap it, you can stop here and call that a day. I like to wrap it a little bit longer depending on the design that I want. With a little bit of pressure, you're just gonna keep on taking that wire and layering it on the bottom one. And I think I'll stop right over here. We can adjust our loop here. Just for the video purpose, I'll stop it right over here. And you can have a cute little wrap all the way around your bead. So let's wrap it here one more time because I can see. You can even twist it with your hand and you can see the pressure there. And then I will cut it right about here. And then we'll adjust that and tuck that wire right in there. And that is your finished product. So you've got like your little teardrop bead with the little design on top and your loop. Now, what you can do with this is you can put it around a chain. So let's get our chain here. And you'll want to keep your chain in mind while you're making your loop because you want your loop to be quite big so that your chain can just go right through it. And there you go. And there it is. How adorable. Now, I've done a few other ones because I do quite a few colors, but I want to show you guys how we can use this as earrings as well. So these two guys here, I've wrapped a little bit longer, and as you can see, I didn't go all the way down like this one here. So you can design it the way you want. This one's wrapped all the way to the bottom. This one I stopped with a few wraps right at the top. And then what you can do here is you can put some earrings hooks and make them into earrings. And let me show you that. I'm gonna open up your earring wires, or if you made your own, you can do that as well. You're going to slip it right in there and close up that wire. Let's do it one more time. There's your loop that you made. So very versatile. You guys, we only needed one piece of wire, and there's your earrings. So super easy. One piece of wire can make you some earrings or a necklace. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and join our very fast growing group here. So excited to have this community. You guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.